It's
And
crazy.
I want to talk to you about. You told me how Guatemalans and people in Latin America they feel this country as an opportunity. So a lot of them they will even like do illegal immigration. They won't come here too because they really believe in this country and stuff. Like I really want to come here to make a better life for me and better life for my family back home, or they'll take their family with them. So one
Yeah.
thing I want to talk to you is like is there anything that you changed about how you view America back then when you were in Guatemala and how you view America now since you have like so much experience in this country and you've stayed here for a long time? And like, you could talk about experiences that you had like from work, from Chick-fil-A, and basically how it just like shaped like
Okay.
this identity you have of America right now.
So briefly going back to what I mentioned with Chick-fil-A, that new perspective on the working class, like if you come to America to work, and this is where you see how people truly are working. There's no excuses. And why do we do that? Because unfortunately, America does have a lot of issues.
It does.
Like, especially this year, I became more aware of, like, because we had the mayoral race, like the elections.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many issues. Like, right now, crime has gone up so bad. Like, public safety in general, because of COVID, like, after a pandemic, that's when you see all these issues come to light. Especially after having a president like Trump, who just exposed all the flaws that the government already had.
Oh yeah.
People say that Trump was a problem, but no, he just exposed the flaws that were already there. Exactly. The system is not designed properly. And that's something that minorities, working class, people who were victims of the system, they've known for a long time. But immigrants, people who don't grow up here, who just come here to visit or shop or just watch movies about America, that we didn't know about. We think America's perfect.
Yeah.
We think but for example, I think, oh, over there, America, that's where you have the best doctors in the world. You have the best education. You can go to a public school, no problem. Guatemala, it's not like that. But when I came here and realized how that system has really defined minorities' lives, specifically black people, it's not fair. It's more than racism. It's just inequality overall. Like
of money. A lot of people say the biggest division is like white and black, but I think is money. Like if a rich black person is gonna have more opportunity than a small poor white person from Oklahoma or something. Like money, I think even in the whole entire world, inequality of money, that's the biggest difference. Like we have billionaires who don't, I think this Occupy Wall Street, movements, or they don't pay their fair share of taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
And Bernie Sanders came. It's like he's really into stuff like
he's into
less
socialism
and less individualism, like to work together as a community.
Yeah.
I want the bottom of the bottom to come up, but like he didn't win the president.
Well,
I don't think he ever would.
That literally is about the problem, because people like him come up, but America has like this whole like conservative aspect, that those are the people that are in the core of the system, Congress people, because they want to be like, they want to stay true to themselves, meaning we're the land of the free, freedom, capitalism, democracy. Thus, anything that's similar to communism, aka socialism, they're gonna backlash, they're gonna trash it. But actually, taking care of the poor and lifting them up and giving them a chance, so that you don't have this big inequality of like what last year, because of COVID, we had like trillionaires up there, and then a big pile of people that were like homeless.
Yeah, they gained.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
In a country where there's supposed to be opportunities for everyone, land of the free? No, free for those who can afford it.
Yeah.
And that's what Sanders wants to change. That's what other people want to change. And like corporations overall are just limiting those opportunities, because Americans want to preserve that idea that we are that perfect freedom country, that illusion that us immigrants fell for. But that illusion is only true for the people who can afford it, the privileged people.
That's true. And listen, like America is still, I believe it's a good country. I know obviously every country has its own problems. We're talking about the problems we do, and I still appreciate America because it gives me opportunities and things I don't have back home. Like I could never dream of internships and stuff like that back home. It's gonna be like economy. And so like America in some aspects are really good, but we're just talking about just because you like the country, just because you like something, or like whether it be marriage or like life, just because you like it doesn't mean you can't improve it. There's always room for improvements. So like we like this country and stuff, but we're just talking about the bad aspects. And as I said, work is life. Like when it comes to this country, it's all about the individual. Like where I come from, like in a way it's more
family,
like more family oriented, and but like here it's like it's all you make your own money, you pay the amount of bills you pay and stuff, like it's a
Bro,
lot.
From my
And
phone to rent to tuition to loans.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
you're earning money and basically just giving it back. Basically, like you take a very small percentage of your money that you earn back home,
Yeah.
and taxes come too. I'm gonna talk about the whole COVID thing and like maybe America and on the influence on the whole entire world, but like taxes too. And people say it's used inefficiently for like instead of military spending and stuff.
Well, that's the thing. So, despite of all these flaws that America has, and like you're saying, every country has those flaws. Like, we're not trashing America because no, we wouldn't be here for that reason. But in a sense, there's some aspects that do work. For example, here you can trust that your taxes will, at least a percentage of it will be used efficiently. Like the roads are better.
Yeah, that's true.
Public schools. My gosh, I can never imagine going to a public school in Guatemala because you only go there. Public schools over there, they have no floors, no desks, no water, no electricity sometimes. Like you can't study. It's not a learning environment. But here, public schools, you can do that because they do distribute the taxes money properly in a sense. However, they are like the bad thing. Again, it's designed to take out most of that money from who? The people who work nonstop, working people. We're the ones paying for all that.
Yeah.
We don't really get to enjoy it because, like you said, we're working, we get the money. I got the money, gotta pay the bills.
Yeah.
Taxes, you don't enjoy it.
Yeah. And things I see when I work with people, like right now I work with a lot of, I don't know. I work in the kitchen. So I feel like the kitchen environment is just a lot of immigrants in the kitchen. So I work with a lot of Hispanics, Guatemalans, El Salvadorians, Mexicans, and they be working like at least 60 hours a week. Like even when the boss like gives them 2 days off, they're like kind of pissed off. Like I need to pay my bills and stuff. And like, yeah, of course, America you work and it's a land of dreams, but like there's a lot of aspects like bills, healthcare. You have to pay sometimes, even, like to go to the hospital and stuff like that. And I see them, and I feel like it's unfair because I look at other countries like this, Sweden and stuff like that. And the citizens are more like it's more chill. Like this, the pace of life is more chill.
Oh, yeah.
Then I see these immigrants here. I'm like, damn, you working like 60 hours every like this. I'm like, bro, it's not. It shouldn't be like that. Like you need to do something else in your life, like go to the gym, hang out with your kids and stuff. But like here you are coming to work every single day, and like it's not shouldn't not work, but like it should be a balance, like 60 hours, and it's probably gonna be like maybe 70 because of commuting and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
There's other aspects of work. So when you say 40 hours, it's probably like additional hours into it because you have to commute and go back home and stuff like that.